Hi, I'm James, and in this video I'm working on this, which is the new Dell Inspiron 14 2-in-1 7415 2021 model laptop with the AMD Ryzen 5500 APU. Now, to begin with, we have 3 screws at the back of the device, which are retained screws. So what I'm going to do is undo these 3 screws first until they pop the chassis up, because undoing them lifts the chassis slightly. And then with that done, it's just a case of going around and removing the other 4 screws from the base. I'm using a Phillips 000 or 000 bit, which fits perfectly into these screws. And it's the same for the 4 that you remove, they're all the same size bits. So with that done, we're just going to double check that these 3 retained screws are completely out. So having twisted those a few times for good luck, we are now going to take our plastic pry tool and we are going to go to the back of the device and make sure that, again, just lightly pull if necessary, so that the clips along the back are released and the screws are all free. With that done, we should then be able to just run along the side and release clips there. And on the other side, pulling the back of the case just lightly helps just to lift along these edges. And what there is around here, there is a center clip. So just by pulling the base from ideally the middle, we can release that. And what we can see here is this little piece attaches to that. With the system open, our next job, of course, is to disconnect the battery. It's the 54 watt hour battery in this particular model, which is a V6W33 type battery. To disconnect this before working on the machine, we simply want to get each edge of the battery connector, so the 2 little plastic pieces that stick out there, and just ease it down to disconnect the battery connector. This particular model of laptop has DDR4-3200 modules, and these are under these 2 little covers. So to upgrade these, what we're going to do is pull on the little edge connectors and remove the module. I have a 8GB Crucial module here, and I will put the link for that in the description. Just align the keying pin and press down. And the same on the other side, this module is the other way up. So again, align the keying pin and press down into place. Now, the SSD that comes as standard is a M.2 2242 module. We are going to replace this with a M.2 2280 module of a higher capacity, and to do this we have the retaining screw here. Remove that. There is a little tape on the SSD here, so we're just going to carefully lift and peel that back. And with that done, we can remove our SSD. Now, what we will see then is we have this little shim which the SSD mounts to. So to remove this, I'm going to use my metal pry tool here, and I'm just going to use that to lift the little edge here just to free that, and at the back, and then on the side, and back to this side. And with that done, we can get that out. We then want to lift this out. We then lift back this plastic and slot our drive so that the screw piece is facing towards the top, and then just again using the metal pry tool, lift these little metal pieces so that we can slide that into place. It locates on these 3 little nodules, and with that in place we can now take our SSD, press it into place and push down to meet that. All that's left to do then is refit the retaining screw. And our new SSD is fitted. We can then reconnect the battery, ensuring it is pushed fully in, and take our back cover. We want to line it up at the front and press so that it clicks into place, and then I like to start at the back and just loosely put in these while pressing along the side. Press in the centre to make sure that central one is clipped in. That all the way in and press down there, and again the other back corner, and as I'm doing that I will then press along the side to make sure that is all refitted. Not happy with that corner. There we go. And so then with those we can just work around the edges, make sure everything is clipped in satisfactorily, and return the 4 screws into the base. I hope you found this video useful. If you have, be sure to hit the like button and let us know in the comments. If you have any questions, of course, ask them below. And if you want to see more videos as we post them, do be sure to hit the subscribe button. We'll be testing this laptop for performance, and we already have a first impressions review posted, and we'll be posting a full review soon. Thanks for watching.